here for another weekend at Holiday World. It's a warm one. How warm is it?
Phone said it was 89 degrees. It's very humid.
And I think we're going to try to get our steps in today.
Sunday, June 13th. Hot one.
But we're going to go take a walk around the park.
We're walking.
And we're counting our steps. If you remember what I said in a previous video, I mentioned that coming during the middle of the day to get a picture with Santa usually works. And again, today is another example of, yes, that would totally work. There's no one in line for Santa. And it's middle of the day, so good time to come visit the jolly old St. Nick and get your photos. Park's pretty crowded, but up here it's very empty because everyone's down in the water park on such a hot day. Midday is a good time to catch most of the rides because a lot of people are in the water parks.
Oh, you're back in your chair.
You think? Oh, that's a nice breeze.
It's coming from the hind end of that horse there in front of us.
We've ridden this ride the most so far this season.
Yeah, we're probably up to 4 or 5 times. A new record for us.
Yes. Usually it's the roller coasters we're riding that many times, but you know, maybe we've slowed down a tad.
When I was a young man, you see. Now we got the grandma and grandpa seat on the carousel.
I know.
What do you do?
2:50 in the afternoon, and there was no ride line, no wait time at the antique cars, and no wait at the carousel. There's no wait at the firecracker behind us, and we're in line for the Rough Riders bumper cars. There's a little bit of a line. We may or may not get into this ride this time, but if not, we'll be able to ride the very next time. It's a hot one. Everybody's in the water park. Just got off Rough Riders. We got on without any wait. Should I? Should I? There's no wait.
Okay, we're here at the Liberty Launch. It was a walk-on. No way to. There's the flying cue. Okay, they're doing their pre-flight check.
Liberty cleared for launch.
Cleared for launch. Okay, don't lose your launch on your Liberty launch. There we go. Firecracker was a walk-on also. It's kind of like a mild version of the Scrambler. Classic ride. Here she comes. She spins me right round, baby, right round. Call it the Firecracker, but they could easily change the name to Smile Machine because everybody riding it has a big smile because it's very fun and enjoyable.
All aboard.
Here we go.
As we venture through Mother Goose Land. As our journey begins, I'd like to direct your attention to both sides of the track. Starting on our left is Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife but couldn't keep her. Zoe placed her in a pumpkin shell and there he kept her very well. Little Miss Muffet and the ugly spider that scared her away. Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow with silver bells and cockerel shells and pretty maids all in a row? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. There we see Little Red Riding Hood and the biggest Christmas pie. He stuck it some in, pulled out a plum, and said, "What a good boy am I." Tom, the piper's son, stole a pig and away he runs. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and can't tell where to find them, but leave them alone and they'll come home, sheep wagging their tails behind them. Fee, fi, fo, fum. There we see Jack climbing the beanstalk to find the harp and the goose that lays the golden eggs. Once was an old lady who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. So she gave them some broth without any bread and spanked them all soundly and sent them to bed. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Little boy Blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. But where's the little boy who looks after the sheep? Well, he's under the haystack, fast asleep. As we come back in the station, I'd like to ask...
Flowers are filling in a little more now.
Mm-hmm.
The last time, or the first time we were here in May.
All right, so we've made it up to Holidog, and was really kind of surprised at how easy it was to get on the rides. Between the entrance to here, as we walked up, there was no line for the Lewis and Clark trail cars. There was no line for the carousel, no line for the bumper cars, or the Liberty Launch, or the firecracker. So we rode a few of those rides, and it is about 3:20 now, and we walked 1,300 steps to get from the entrance up here to Holidog, and we're going to keep going, keep seeing what sort of rides we can get on, and update our step count for you a little bit later.
Keep on stepping. Reminds me of a Beatles song. They're revolving now. Almost where you can see them. I don't know. They're going pretty fast. I don't know if I can pick Cassie out. She's about 5th or 6th from the door. And she's revolving. And she's waving. You can always count on a good wave. There she goes. Just like a roulette wheel. Let's drop a ping pong ball in. Get ready for music change.
Yeah.
I'm giving you music. Few steps.
Yeah, It's not dumping though, but it's constantly coming down.
Yeah, it's a pretty good mist. It's called northern mist. It's like
Yeah.
really heavy rainfall.
That would feel good though today.
I recognize the tune, but I can't name the tune. Oh, it's John Fogerty.
Yep. A Sunday in June, and we're walking along the rides. The key is to try to ride these rides midday. We made it back here to the Thunderbird and walked 3,075 steps from the entrance to this point. And if you remember, we stopped up in Holidog. So that's the path we took. You can hear the coasters going in the background. The Voyage just went by and the Thunderbird just went by before that. And it's hot.
Hot.
We stopped to get a drink because we needed to refresh ourselves a little bit. Little rehydration up here at the Mayflower area. Not Mayflower, Thunderbird area. We did ride the Mayflower though.
Yes, we did.
And we rode, what other ride did we ride? Turkey twirl.
Turkey. Yeah, we twirled the turkey.
And I rode the Revolution. I think that's the first time I'd ridden the Revolution this trip. So that was fun. Hadn't been on that in a while.
This year.
You're right. This trip and this year. No line for the canoes. That was always one of Andrew's favorites to walk on. Not quite 5 o'clock. We're getting close. Park's pretty empty up in this area. Water park's still pretty full. This is the vegetarian burrito from the Alamo. It's a regular price $6.99, and with our 20% discount, the total came to $5.98. And it is so full that there's toppings that couldn't even fit inside the burrito fold. It is a huge burrito, so we've actually had this before. It's very good, and we think it's a good value for the money too. Okay, I think this is going to do it for us for today.
It's going to do it for today.
We did count our steps, and we walked 4,940 steps from the entrance to Holidog to the Thunderbird, and then we came back up from the Thanksgiving area up by the Alamo, and then we just are outside of the Merry Marketplace here. So that's where we got our step total from. If you want more steps at Holiday World, we didn't even walk through.
Yeah, there's always the water park. There's a lot of walking down there too.
Yeah, and Halloween. We didn't even walk through Halloween.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Or the little kitty section at Christmas kitty rides. So there's still a lot more steps to be had. We'll have to do some of those steps on another trip though.
We still have about 500 to go to get out to the car, so we didn't count those.
Yep, absolutely.
So that's going to do it for today. If you liked our video, give us a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed already, it'd be a lot cooler if you did.